Hi everyone, it's Sarah here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be using the Christ unwinding technique today and doing a small talk on fear of abandonment. So first of all, we're going to use the Christ unwinding technique, and then we're just going to do a little bit of talking afterwards, and I've just got a few other tips and tools which are going to help you. So the Christ unwinding technique is a technique I developed with Yeshua back in 2018. It will help you to release stuck emotional energy from your body and replace limiting beliefs and thought patterns. Now, although it's called the Christ unwinding technique, it is available to everyone. It has nothing to do with Christianity. The Christ light, Christ energy is love from source. It's pure source energy, so you're using God. So it has nothing to do with religion. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter whether you're an atheist. It works for everybody. Now with this technique, you are going to be reading a sentence as though you are reading it across the inside of your forehead. So you will have your eyes shut and you're going to be reading a sentence, 2 sentences. Now it doesn't matter about your spelling, it is your intention that counts. Some people can actually see their sentences and some people just have to imagine they're there. It actually works better if you can read them. If you can't read them, you're not seeing them, then no, it's either because your mind is deeming that it's not safe for you to do it, or it believes you are unworthy of it. So just keep repeating over and over to yourself, I am safe and worthy to see my sentences, and eventually you will be able to. Okay, so just find somewhere comfortable to sit and try and put your feet flat on the floor. Excuse me. Hands palm up on your lap. And with your eyes shut, you're just going to say, I call upon the Christ light to help me. Then, with your eyes shut, across the inside of your forehead, read the following 2 sentences. The first one is, I am a loving parent to my inner child. So, I am a loving parent to my inner child. The second one is, I can meet my own needs. I can meet my own needs. You're going to see your sentences go up into the air, into your mind, into the top of your head, and they are going to start to weave left and right, up and down, backwards and forwards, and they're creating new neural pathways in your brain and replacing limiting beliefs and thought patterns in your mind. So just seeing your sentences going up and down, backwards and forwards, around and around, reading them as they're going. I am a loving parent to my inner child. I can meet my own needs. So up and down and backwards and forwards and around and around. And then you're going to see your sentences. They are going to start to spiral anti-clockwise down through your mind, down through your head. So see them spiraling down through your head, round and around, down through your throat, down through the center of your chest, reading your sentences as they're going. I am a loving parent to my inner child. Seeing your sentences spiral down the middle of your belly. I can meet my own needs. Seeing them spiraling down the center of your pelvis. I am a loving parent to my inner child. Then you're going to see your sentences. They are going to spiral off down between the gap in your legs. So the gap between your legs. So spiral your sentences down the gap between your legs all the way to the floor. I can meet my own needs. And then when they reach the floor, you either spiral them down into the ground or off into the distance, whichever you prefer. Then we're going to read your sentences again across the inside of your forehead. I am a loving parent to my inner child. I can meet my own needs. And this time you're going to see your sentences leave your forehead. They're going to come up your left hand. So see them spiraling up your left hand, up your left arm, over your left elbow, and up your left upper arm. When they reach your left shoulder, you spiral them across the top of your back to the right shoulder. So spiral them across the top of your back. I am a loving parent to my inner child. When they reach your right shoulder, you spiral them all the way back to the left. I can meet my own needs. When they reach your left shoulder, you spiral them down the left side of your upper body. I am a loving parent to my inner child. Nice and slowly over your physical heart. Then spiral them down through the left side of your belly. I can meet my own needs. Spiraling down the left side of your pelvis. Down your left thigh. I am a loving parent to my inner child. Over your left knee. Down your left calf. I can meet my own needs. And then over your left foot. And spiraling them down into the ground or off into the distance. We're just going to repeat this process of reading your sentences again. I am a loving parent to my inner child. I can meet my own needs. And this time we're going to spiral your sentences up your right side. So see them going up your right hand. Over your right elbow and up your right arm. When they reach your right shoulder, spiral them across to your left. I am a loving parent to my inner child. When they reach your left shoulder, spiral them back across to your right. I can meet my own needs. You're going to spiral them down the right side of your body, so starting your upper body. I am a loving parent to my inner child. Down the right side of your belly. I can meet my own needs. Down the right side of your pelvis. Down your right thigh. I'm a loving parent to my inner child. Over your right knee. Down your right calf. I can meet my own needs. Over your right foot and then off into the ground or off into the distance. And we're just going to repeat the sentences again. I am a loving parent to my inner child. I can meet my own needs. And this time you see your sentences coming forwards and you just ask your sentences to be sent across all time and space, all dimensions, realities and universes. And then lastly, we just finish off with seeing these sentences go across our chest in beautiful big white letters, white and gold letters. So the first one, I am a loving parent to my inner child. And then underneath, I can meet my own needs. And then we just finish off by saying thank you to the Christ light. Now this technique obviously works better the more often you do it. It works quicker the more often you do it, but it also works at its best if you change your sentences around, because that way you are reaching your beliefs in lots of different ways. So I've just got a few other suggestions here. God is a nurturing presence in me. I always love myself. I am safe to be on my own. I choose a loving relationship with myself. I have always been connected to God. We are one. Okay, feel free to bring in your own. If you have a belief that you want to use to change, feel free to bring it in, or an emotion that you have strongly that you want to get rid of. Bring in your own sentences. Just make sure they are in the present tense and in the positive. So I am deserving rather than I'm not undeserving or I am becoming deserving. It is I am deserving. Okay, so a fear of abandonment is something actually we all are born with, because as a baby or as a young child, if we are abandoned, that means we're likely to die. So it is something we are all born with, but to a lesser extent. But it can become triggered, it can be triggered and become a big issue if we go through some kind of childhood abuse, neglect, abandonment, or it can come on as an adult if we have a divorce or a death of a spouse or partner, etc. Really, as a child, it is a fear of survival, and as an adult, it is a fear of loneliness. But what you have to know is that these types of fear, a fear of something that's going to happen in the future, they are an illusion. Okay, if you were having to enter a burning building, that is a fear and that's genuine. But if it's a fear of something, oh, that might happen in the future, then it is an illusion. It is coming from your inner child, which is your body and your ego, your id, part of your ego. Okay, so they are not real. So it is important to know this, and when you feel this fear of abandonment coming up, you can keep telling yourself again, this isn't real, it's coming from my body and my ego. This isn't real, it's coming from my body and my ego. Because there's no actual fear of loneliness. We can't really be lonely as an adult anymore because we are bombarded with social media. We have groups of people that meet up, that kind of thing. So it was actually very hard to be lonely. There's always ways you can reach out. Now, we all have a core wound, which is when we are born on earth, we kind of lose our connection to the divine, to God. Sometimes most people are born with that connection, then lose it as they, go to toddlerhood and everything's exciting. Some babies aren't born with it, a few. Excuse me. But we all have this core wound that we are separate from God. But actually, what you really need to know is God is inside you. You actually are the divine, and you have what's called an ascension column, which runs up from source, starts from source and runs all the way down through your body, down to the center of the planet. Okay, so if you want to find the divine in you, put your awareness into your mind and imagine you're standing in a lift or a whirlpool. Take that lift or whirlpool down to the center of your chest, go backwards until you feel your ascension column. And what you'll feel when you get there is just peace and love, and that is the divine inside you. Okay, so you are not separate from God. And this is something else you can keep telling yourself, because we all have this, as I say, we have this wound that we need to heal. So what are the symptoms? The symptoms of fear of abandonment are that you sabotage your relationships. You tend to either have a fear of intimacy, so you don't let people get too close and you have lots of more shallow relationships, or if you have more intimate relationships, you tend to leave them early so the other person doesn't leave you. It can be that you are over controlling, or you have a need to control. You might be hypersensitive to criticism. You might be a people pleaser. You might have trouble trusting people. Might be a need for reassurance, separation anxiety, jealousy, that kind of thing. So what else can you do about it? Okay, so first of all, even when you're with a partner, try and find some hobbies or some groups that you can join. So if that other person left you, you still have these other things in your life. You have other things you enjoy doing other than being with your partner. That is the first one. The next one is find some creative hobbies that you enjoy doing by yourself. Okay, so you start to actually enjoy your own company, be it writing or painting or drawing or singing or music or building something, whatever you like to do. You don't have to be good at it as long as you enjoy it. It's just so you actually have something that you enjoy doing by yourself. If your partner does all the cooking, learn to cook. Okay, so we might have a fear that if this person left us, then we are unable to look after ourselves in some way. So learn to cook. You don't have to be brilliant. As long as you can rustle up a meal, that's fine. It doesn't have to be cordon bleu, just it can be basic, but it just will help you release that fear. If your partner does all the bookwork, for example, or pays all the bills, then learn to do that. Okay, anything that your partner does that you don't know how to do, just have a basic knowledge of it, and then it's going to just help you have peace of mind. Use joy to transmute fear. Okay, so we can use energies to transmute other energies. So for fear, the best energies to transmute that are love and joy. So find some music that you want to just jig around to and put that music on and feel the joy in your body. And then every time this fear of abandonment comes on, this fear, put this joy music on or play it in your head and breathe it into your body, and it will help to transmute the fear energy. You can use the angels at night just to help you release the fear. You can just say to the angels before you go to bed, angels, please put your energies through me and around me to clear the stuck emotional energy from my body, and they will start to clear it out. Just to let you know, you might find part of your body jerks a little bit, just like in a dream. If you have a dream and you're walking down the stairs and you miss a step and your leg jerks, it's exactly the same thing. That is actually stuck emotional energy leaving your body. So it can be exactly the same as that. Use the following saying. So when you feel this fear or any emotion, actually, you can simply say this will use fear. This fear, I feel it, I honor it, and I let it go with love. It's not me, it's not mine, angels take it away. Okay, because it's not your fear, it's just simply coming up from your body and from your ego. And when it's actually circulating in your body, it means that it is having an effect on you. It has an effect on your responses and your reactions. So it's really good to clear the stuck emotional energy from your body. And lastly, learn to create and choose the life you want. Now, there are talks on these on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. So choosing is just consciously choosing, is just simply saying whatever you want to achieve. So you could, for example, say, I choose to have a loving, healthy relationship. And it's something, then you're just going to keep saying it over and over again. And then what will happen is anything that's is opposing that will come up for you to release. Okay, so you might have some fear or anxiety or whatever come up for you to release, or some unworthiness or undeserving, whatever it is. The other thing is learn to create the life you want, because if you can create what you want, you can create the life you want, then all fear goes away, because you can choose what kind of things you want to experience and the outcome. So with a relationship, what you would do is imagine yourself already having that relationship, seeing yourself with your partner, having a wonderful time, walking on the beach, having a wonderful meal, having a party, whatever it is you like to enjoy doing. Imagine lots of different experiences with your partner and feel just joy and excitement for having them, and then feel gratitude for already being there. Then what you need to do this every day. And then what you need to do is just listen to the guidance and the nudges of source, of the angelic realm, of your guides, whoever it is trying to get you to do something. You might find out that somebody keeps telling you to read the same book over and over again, and you might keep seeing the same film plastered across everything, or read a saying on a person's t-shirt which really gets you. Okay, so look out for signs, look out for guidance, or you might simply find that you actually hear the guidance or see it. Okay, but if you want more information, my Facebook page is Sara Emma, Make Love Your Reality. There is my YouTube channel as well. And there's actually videos on choosing and videos on creating. Okay, I hope that helped. Much love, many blessings from my heart to yours.